We just went through a snowstorm that we haven't seen in a long time, that much snow in the winter conditions. And joining me today, Allen County Sheriff Matt Treglia to tell us more about how things happen, the way we make decisions around here with the road conditions. So thanks for coming, Sheriff.
Oh, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, so we haven't seen close to 9 inches of snow in a long time. And that's tough for crews, and I'm sure the deputies to get out and around and about, right, during these storms?
It definitely is. You know, like I said, 9 inches, I'm going to say it's been 10 years plus, probably.
I bet, yeah.
And, you know, we were monitoring it all night long. I was on the roads. I was contacting our office. I was contacting Darren Lease at the county engineer's office, the road superintendent, Brian Rose, the county engineer. We talked constantly, and it became to a point around 6 o'clock last night that we were discussing it, and they couldn't keep up with it. People were still on the roadways. They weren't able to keep the roadways clear. They had to send people home to get sleep because they'd been up for over 24 hours. At that point, we decided to go to the level 3 to clear the roads of people and let them come back in at early morning hours at 5 a.m. Brian told me it'd take roughly 4 hours to get everything operational. I think they did it faster than that, and it worked out great. It really did. Everybody went home, got some sleep. They came back in. All the essential workers were able to get to work and had no problems there whatsoever. Our deputies, obviously, were on station, ready to handle any emergency calls at that point. But it all went really well, and we handled it very well. I stress that, you know, maybe with the wind that's coming, we could have some serious issues here in the near future with the drifting because the snow's so light and it's so cold. So maybe expect some more levels to be put out there and to keep people safe.
Right, yeah, and that's the point. I mean, you think about a plow driver, the big plows, and they're out there that long, they need to rest.
Yeah,
you need to give them a break.
You do. They do need to get a break. They need to eat, they need to sleep, and they need to get recharged so they can go back in and clear the roads and make things better. Even for deputies, emergency services to respond to locations, so it helps everybody when they are rested and ready to go.
Well, I mean, level 3, I think the last time I remember that was like during the ice storm in 2005.
That
I mean,
was the exact last time we had level 3.
So it's not like you do it a lot, but it's all for safety issues for both sides, right?
It is. It's all about safety. It's all about the safety of the residents of Allen County, and that's the only thing we're doing it for.
And as usual, you do certain things, and not everybody's happy about it.
Yes.
And you got some calls that weren't necessary, right? And don't call dispatchers and things.
Yes, we did a high volume of calls between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. We received roughly over, I think, 100 calls. And most of those calls were in the dispatch wanting to know road levels, road conditions, and snow levels. And some of them were even calling 911 to find that out. There's so many other better places to get that. We need to keep them lines of communications open for emergency use only. You can go to Alert Allen County. You can go to our website. You can
HometownStations.com. We had it on there.
It's all there. I mean, there's a lot of other places to look. There's no sense in calling in and making that many calls to our dispatchers. They're swamped. They're busy anyway.
Right, yeah. Social media, it's all out there, you know, to help people out. Yeah. So I think this is another example of, like, be prepared, right?
Yes.
Just know that something can happen and you might have to stay home for a little while.
Yes, you guys have been reporting on this for over a week. It was coming. We all knew it. Be more prepared. I wouldn't go to the grocery the day before. I would probably go to the grocery a few days before. You know, I would make sure I had the things at home, things necessary to, you know, be able to stay at home and not have to leave the house.
Right,
at that point. So yes, be prepared. It's a good thing.
As a whole, do you think everything went pretty well? I mean, you know, because the snow, I mean, it started and it just kept going.
Yes, as a whole, I think it went great. We worked with EMA. We worked with the county engineer's office. You know, I can't thank the engineer's office and all the essential workers that were able to get there. You know, and when I put these things out and when I talk about a level 3 and people being arrested, if you're going to pick your wife up after we issue a level 3 or your child up or anything like that, you're not going to be arrested for that. Right. Okay, it's the guy out there that's getting in the plow truck driver's way. It's the guy out there playing in the snow on somebody else's property in a vehicle. Yeah, you're going to have problems then. But if you're just trying to make things safer for the community and trying to get your family home and safe, you're not going to have an issue with us.
Right, yeah, exactly. All right, we're down to a level 2 right now.
Yes.
So just, you know, it's still going to be cold and blowing and stuff, so just be careful out there.
Yes.
Well, Sheriff, thank you for coming today.
No, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, don't go away. We'll look at medical news next.